You ever read the story of Job?
Let her let her let
Because I feel like
let her
that's where I'm definitely at in my life right now. And it's been one hell of a year. I've learned a lot about myself, about others, about receiving help, about what it means to be a well-rounded man. You know what I'm saying? And just like not being afraid to admit when you need help.
Soul Production.
The future of hip hop and R&B.
I'm not gonna front. This even a little hard for me to talk about because this shit is still. I'm still in the process of. I'm still in a storm. You know what I'm saying? So my last birthday, December 11th, 2022, I was in Colorado on a tour with Payne and Snoop and the Yin Yang Twins and Warren G, bro, and Justin Champagne, bro. So I'm just trying to paint the picture for you. You know what I'm saying? So you can understand the type of high that I was on in life at that moment. What happened? January, we in Ghana with Chance the Rapper and everybody from Chicago. The reason why this is important is because Chicago is where I got my start. Chicago is where all this shit started. It's where this dream started. It's where my network started. It's where the aspiration to become a music industry juggernaut started. Funny thing is, I got my start at Juggernaut. That was not intentional. And it's a full circle moment for me because this is the culmination of everything I worked for from 2008 in Chicago. From that point to 2022, 23, I mean, because it was January. This is what manifested from that one idea of wanting to be the best producer and the best artist the game has seen.
I couldn't make reunions. You was at a distance throwing shade and just assuming that this shit was easy.
Saying all that to say, March comes around, I get a phone call. They're like, yo, do you have a minute to talk? And I said, oh man, I already know what that means. And I've said that a lot in this last year. She was like, yeah, Payne wants to go in a different direction. Of course, I was upset because it was like the rug just got pulled from under me. And I know, like, there's no hard feelings against bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had to do what's best for him. And I can only respect that as a man. Like, I want to have my own business too and be able to employ people and be able to, you know what I'm saying, provide jobs and things like that too. I don't know what that man was dealing with. I don't know what led to the decision. It was kind of out the blue for me, but I'm not here to talk about that. Ever since I was 9 years old, I've been living like this. You know, living like packing clothes, suitcases, not staying in one place for too long. You know, I just got used to it after a while and accepted that this is the life that I'm living. This is my journey. This is my path. You know, they tell you, like, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. And God knows, man, I done told him a lot of things I wanted throughout my lifetime, and I got what I got. You know what I mean? So I feel like God does a thing where he'll foreshadow things for you, right? And I think me living the life that I lived, like, my mother passed away. Well, first of all, my mother got sick. She had a stroke and she was paralyzed on the whole left side. You know what I mean? So from that point, me and my little brother, like, we've been moving around with different family members, and me more so because, you know, my father had me in New York with him, and before that, I was bouncing around with different family members in Maryland. Then when I got back to New York, I was staying with my dad. Then I stayed with each one of my brothers and sisters. And it's been like that since I was 9 years old, bro. Like, I'm staying this place, that place, this place, that. And it's like my whole life, fam, all I ever wanted to do was have a place of my own, and a place where I felt like I belonged, a place that felt like nobody could tell me I have to leave. You know what I'm saying? A place like that I feel comfortable and safe in, because throughout this journey, you know what I mean, I've lived with different people, and people tell me I have to leave. Like, the first time I got kicked out of a place, like told that I gotta leave, was like I was like 12 years old, bro, over some stupid shit. My pop's woman at the time, God rest in peace, was like, y'all gotta get out. And it was crazy because that, like, it was like 2 weeks later, I was supposed to be Joseph in a play at church. And I didn't do it. I ain't do it. Because we got kicked out. And I from there, but low key, and this is why I say, like, you're not in control of your story, because from there, I started living on Eastern Parkway, and that's when I started living with my brother Junior. Man, that nigga changed my life, bro. He was the person that told me when I went out to college, go study enlightenment, and that changed my life, bro. It was at a crazy time because I had to move out, bro. I had to move out in the next month. And at the time, me and my girlfriend, my ex, well, at the time, me and my ex, we weren't having the best time as a couple, right? And on top of that, we had to move. I had to make a decision, bro, because it was like, how it felt, it just felt like my world was crumbling, bro. It felt like my world was crumbling. I lost the best job of my life. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what was next for me. I didn't know how I was going to make the move that I needed to make with my girl. And I'm like, you know, we on a rocky path and shit. And it came to a point, man, one day we looking for apartments, bro. I was just like, yo, this is not the life that I want for myself. You know what I'm saying? And let me also tell you this. I journal a lot. So I'm journaling throughout this period and just like processing what I'm feeling and how I'm feeling. And it was like, I don't want to do this, and I don't want to keep pretending like I want to do this. So why am I putting myself through this and also not being real with her? We were together 7 years. So it's like, I don't want nothing but the best for you. You know what I mean? And I don't feel like I'm the best for you, is where my mind started to go throughout this process. Because it's like, you know, I know relationships have rough patches and stuff, but a lot of my life, I have had financial struggles, and it hasn't been like, oh, I'm lazy and I'm not working. It's just like, bro, life be crazy. And it's like, it's only me out here, like, trying to, you know what I'm saying, just stand on your own 2 feet, like get health insurance, be able to put money down on a house and do all the things a grown man's supposed to do. Like, I wanted to do that, and it was like, it was always a climb up trying to do it, and then I get knocked down. Then I'm climbing back up, and then I get knocked down. And I'm like, bro, I can't keep going through this process, bro. I cannot keep going through this process. One day we went looking for a place. I just told her, I'm like, I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to do this relationship no more. And then it blew up, you know what I mean? And with me journaling, I'm reading journal entries from the last year, 2 years and stuff. And I'm like, bro, am I tripping? Am I wrong for making this decision? Because immediately after you end a relationship with somebody, you feel like, what did I do wrong? What am I making the right decision? Like, am I tripping? Like, what, you know what I mean? And you just in a frenzy. So a lot of emotion, man. It was a lot of emotion involved making that decision, bro, because this was my person. This was the person I was like, yo, we locked in. I'm never leaving her side. She never leaving mine. Like, and you know, I had my insecurities and things I needed to work on and whatnot, but I'm like, we locked in. So when I made the decision, I'm like, the world was crumbling on me, bro. Like, you read that book, Things Fall Apart? Yeah, it felt like that. It felt like my world was falling apart right before my eyes.
Due to the weather conditions, surfaces around the station may be slippery. Please take extra care.
So imagine how hard that was for me and her, to where it's like, we still living together, but we not together, and we packing things up, and we going to separate places. Like, that shit fucked me up even saying that. Like, you know, she was there when I graduated SAE. Like, this is my dog, you know what I mean? So we going through the motions, arguing, crying, fighting, and it gets to the last day, and the house damn near empty. And yo, I saw a post on Instagram to Justin Timberlake and Rance and 1500. They was doing a scholarship, man. I'm sorry, this is crazy. So there was a scholarship going around, and I just so happened to open Instagram this day. There's a scholarship for a person to go to LA and get a full ride to attend 1500 or nothing Sound Academy, right? I kid you not. It's the day before we gotta move out. It's April 14th. I can't never forget these dates now. She at work. I'm at home, unemployed. And I'm like, bro, something gotta give, bro. Something gotta give, bro. It's April 14th, the day before we gotta move out on April 15th. I set my camera up. I got my stream set up, working. I got OBS, and I click go live. You need to do a video submission for the scholarship. So April 14th is the day I did that video submission for that scholarship, bro. The next day, we gotta move out. I help her move out. I help her get situated. You know what I'm saying? I didn't make the bed and shit like that, or like put the bed together, which, okay, I should have did. I made a mistake. I had to go out to Florida to go stay with my pops. And I know she felt like 7 years down the drain and her family might feel away, but it's like, bro, I listen to my spirit, and my intentions are never ill or never of like no negativity, and I always want the best for everybody, bro. So like, I felt like I was doing her a favor, bro, because I'm like, I'm still struggling. For 15 years, from 2008 or however long that is, 12, 13, 14, 15 years, bro. I've been trying to become a music producer and artist that's able to run a business, be an entrepreneur, and get paid from what he does every day, which is what I was doing. But this industry and this lifestyle, it's not set up for you to like know where your next check is coming from all the time. So it's like sometimes you gotta sit through some bullshit and wait until your next opportunity. So she's upset, I'm upset, I drive to Florida. Now, what I'm gonna say about this is like, this period of my life, from when I went to Florida in April to June, I was with my dad. And I only even feel okay talking about this right now because I need to get this shit off, bro. Like this year, I don't have no therapist right now, and I'm trying to like navigate all this shit and like process emotions and still be grinding every day. Like I had to get this shit off, man. So I'm in Florida. Me and my pops butting heads, man, and we not getting along. And then like the last week I was there, and I didn't even know it's gonna be my last week there, cause it's like I ain't got no job right now. I ain't got no situation on no industry shit. And I'm trying to figure out what's my next move. Mind you, I still sent that scholarship in. So it's like it's like June 10th or something, right? So me and my pops, I asked him, I was like, yo, Dad, was I an accident, baby? And he got mad instantly. Like, boy, what you mean accident, baby? You know here? And I'm like, nah, I don't mean it like that. I mean, cause like everywhere I've been with you, you act like you never wanted me there. You know what I'm saying? And then we get into this whole hour conversation, and he not really hearing what I'm saying. I'm not really hearing what he's saying. And he said one thing to me, bro. He was like, no, I said to him, I'm like, yo, you still holding on to stuff that I did from when I was 10 years old. I was dealing with losing my mother, bro. I was grieving and being a kid and not knowing how to process none of that. You know what I'm saying? So I said that to him, and oh,